Coming home in the evening, each day much on my mind fast.
Hi there, peace unto you. My name is Rashida Ali and welcome to Rashida TV, a place to be to gain practical tools on how to create tranquility in your heart. Now welcome to another Q&A segment of Rashida TV, and today's question comes from Fariha. Fariha writes, "Hi Rashida, thank you so much for your videos. Can you please make a video on how to cope if you lose a loved one? I recently lost my dad and I had such an amazing relationship with him. I feel like I am forgetting things easily. Is there a time limit to healing? I'm also very worried on how I am going to cope during this sad time. Thank you so much." Thank you so much, Faria, for this question. The death of a loved one can be very devastating, and it does affect every one of us in different ways. Also, the process of healing depends on the individual. There are a lot of emotions that come with losing a loved one, and this can be caused by different triggers. Obviously, in today's video, we will be looking at some of the emotions that we can have if we lose a loved one, some of the processes that we go through, the stages that we go through, and also ways that we can cope. Now, as emotions that we might go through, they might come across as physical or mental. So say a physical emotion that you might feel, maybe sometimes you're feeling really energetic and you just feel really good, and then all of a sudden you might just feel down. You just start to feel some emotions, maybe like you start to feel sad or worry or fear. Another way you can feel is like mentally. So say sometimes you might start to feel like you're forgetting things, or you're losing your memory, or you start to feel confused, you feel like, am I going crazy? So it's really important to know that these things come with losing a loved one, and it's okay when you feel this way. It's a process. It might be really it might come across very strong in the initial stage, but just be rest assured that it will pass and it will get better. So what are the stages that we go through if we lose a loved one? According to experts, they say there are 4 stages that people go through before you actually heal. So the first stage is when you come in terms with the loss, like accepting the loss. So when you lose a loved one, sometimes you actually don't believe it's true. You don't even want to accept it's real. Accepting that yes, this person is gone. So once you can do this, then it helps you to actually open your mind to go through the next stages. The next stage is walking through the process of healing, like the emotions. So this stage is probably the hardest one, because here there's a lot of emotions that we'll be going through. There will be times when you feel guilty. Maybe you might feel like, oh, I should have done something to save that person. Or sometimes when you feel anger, sometimes you feel worry. Different negative emotions start to come to you. It's okay to feel this way. You just want to make sure that you don't let your emotions take over your thinking. So the next stage will be adjusting to the new environment or the new situation without the person that has passed away. So this can be a little bit difficult, because sometimes you will find yourself that you're doing some of the routines or some of the things you used to do together with that person that's passed away. So it can be really difficult, because then you might find yourself, say for example, you wake up, you're used to going into their bedroom to say hello to them, and then you might just find yourself that you get up and you want to do that same thing, and then you actually realize that, oh, this person is no more. So this this will come. It's just for you to realize that these are habits and routines that you've been really used to, and it did take a long time before you could get used to these routines. So it will take a while as well before you forget about these routines. So the last stage will be renewed strength. So this is the stage whereby you've actually accepted everything that's happened, and then you're now trying to move on. So this stage, by this time you can talk about the person who's passed away freely. You can accept your loss much more easier. So there's one very important thing to note in this stage, that if you're not careful, you might start to feel a sense of guilt. So if you want to move on, you might find yourself that you're trying to stop yourself from moving on. So there's an instance of a lady who lost her husband, and she wanted to move on. She wanted to get married again, and she wanted to start going out and having a little bit of fun. But she said that every time she wanted to do that, she always felt that sense of guilt. Like, how can I do things without this person? Like, how can I enjoy myself? How can I be happy again without this person being with me. So it's very important that you don't start to feel that way. It's okay to feel, to have fun. It's okay to move on with your life. So now we'll look at ways that we can cope. So number one will be trying to make sure you're not alone. Now, it can be really tempting to be isolated or try to stay alone when you lose a loved one, because you just want to be on your own. But it's quite important that you're around friends and families, people that loved ones that can be there for you. And the next one will be trying to understand that everyone's healing time and everyone's healing process is different. You don't want to feel like, oh, I'm taking too long to heal. Give yourself time to heal. It's a natural process, and once you're ready, you will know that you're ready to move on. So the next one will be getting professional help. If you feel like you're not coping well, or you feel like your daily life is being affected, sometimes some symptoms some people might feel is like maybe when you feel like you can't even get out of bed, or you can't even eat well, or you can't sleep. So once you can see these things, then it is necessary that you seek professional help. So the next one will be talking about the loved one that has passed on. So this is quite important. I know it might sound really difficult in the initial stage, but it's okay to talk about them. Tell people about them. Tell people about their achievements, things they believed in, or maybe things that they wanted to do and they were not able to do it. Finally, will be try not to get angry or mad at people, because why I'm saying this is because sometimes when you lose a loved one, people around you might start to avoid you, or maybe they don't relate to you as much as they used to. And sometimes it's not because they don't want to, or maybe because they don't want to be with you anymore, but it might be they don't even know how to come and approach you. So the best way is to try and take the first step. Talk about that person, let them know that you're okay to talk, and also tell them if you need help. Let them know what kind of things you want them to help you in doing. So most importantly, Fariha, is that you pray for yourself, pray for your loved ones that has passed on. So this is all I've got for you, Fariha, and I hope this has helped. So now it's your turn. I would love to hear from you. I would love to know, have you lost a loved one before? What were the coping mechanisms that you used? What did you do to keep on going? Please leave a comment below. Did you like this video? Well, don't forget to subscribe to my channel, and please share with your friends and families. Remember, having tranquility in your heart is the key ingredient to having a successful and a happy life. Thank you so much for watching, and God willing, I'll catch you in the next episode of Rashida TV.
Coming home in the evening, each day much on my mind.